I think this is the second. Yeah, this is we're on. Thank God. Woo, child. It took me twice to get this thing right. He'll be here. Relax. He's gonna be here. And already see people probably gonna be like, "Where's Mike? Where's Mike?
Yeah, losing their mind.
What'd you do with Mike?"
No, we're gonna fire him if we don't get his stuff together.
Yeah, apparently he's stuck in traffic or some such nonsense, or who believes that nowadays? It's North Carolina. You should be able to, go as fast as you want and do whatever you want and all that stuff. I think I just lost a piece. I just no. Yeah, I know. It's things are happening here that may or may not mean a single thing to you guys. Thank God, I think we don't have anybody watching yet because it's good. I can bypass this. Let me see here. There we go. That's us right there. Originally for the podcasters also, I was planning on doing today a pre-recorded. I was going to just record the show completely separate. I was going to tape it, and then do some editing and then basically
were you going to edit Mike into the video?
I was going to put Bernie Sanders right here.
Oh.
I
mittens and all, huh?
Mittens and all, dear old mittens. If you guys are wondering, let's just get right down to it. The meaty gritty right here. This, of course, is the Irish stallion himself, Mr. I'm gonna knock you out one way or the other. This is Seamus Tolle. What's up?
What's going on,
man? If it was any better, I'd probably be two of you, or not. Over here, the absent, cuddly, woodly CIA operative. Of course, that'll be Mike Striegel. Yours truly, wearing a lovely knit hat that matches the ensemble, as we say, is Dunkan Echevarria, your Cigar Consigliere. And remember, everybody, this is just for entertainment purposes. If you're here for anything else, then you're in deep doo-doo. You're in deep doo-doo.
Well, they're certainly not going to get what they expect there.
No, not at all. Not at all. There is every day, I don't know if you notice this or not, more and more programs, like blogs and shows coming out on social media. I'm actually thinking about doing a show around that because, for example, back in the days when people were like streaming first, I think it was like Netflix was the main competitor above everybody else, and you just
I remember
logged onto Netflix and that was it.
Listen, I'm old enough to remember Blockbuster.
Block and Buster, yeah, they said that they were unsinkable, much like the Titanic. Oh, look, it's him, everybody! It's him! Yay, it's Mikey!
Okay.
Come on, Mike. Come on. Jesus, God's sakes, Mike. Just come on. Your ass just completely, covered, everybody right there, and people may or may not be happy about that.
We'll get over it.
It's gonna be okay. Make yourself comfortable, by the way, Mike. Make your, take whatever off you want to take off, and
not all that.
It's up to you, Mike. Up to you.
So there was a tractor trailer of some sort or something, or was it a school bus?
No, other vehicles.
Oh. Mow those down.
You should have said, "Hey, this is me. I gotta get there, and I gotta do this. Your cigar awaits for you, my friend, right there."
Beautiful.
Maybe if you
take your time, Mike.
You know how they have the Uber and Lyft little lights and stickers and stuff?
Yeah.
We should do that for our show, and that way people just get out of the way.
No, they don't.
They don't.
More people get in our way.
Do people not like Uber and Lyft? Do they just
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I remember when Lyft used to have the little pink mustache in the front of their cars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank God they got rid of that.
Now, just real quick to rehash, I was talking to Seamus real quick before he got here.
Because you weren't here.
Yeah, that's the only reason. By the way, everybody, this is the guy that I was just talking about before. Cuddly, waterly CIA agent, Mike, the man Striegel.
Codename Santa Claus.
Codename Santa, no beard, long claws. Like Wolverine claws, get it? Claws.
Yeah,
and it's a claws.
I got you.
So, Mikey, I don't know if you follow this, what I'm saying, but I've seen lately, like over the past, year almost, just in 1 year, so many shows popping up about cigars and cigar lifestyle and cigar this and cigar that. And I was telling Seamus, I'm interested actually in doing a one of our shows around that possibly. So just because there's some really amazing, really good quality shows out there. I mean, I truly do believe that.
Mhm.
And then there's some that I'm like, wow, that's just a step below what we do. That's are they even allowed in there? Seamus, what's up?
So I have an idea. Since we're all just starting our cigars, do you want to see who can achieve the longest ash?
Oh yeah. That's exciting.
Sure. What
And I'm gonna give everybody a little insight. So I'm gonna be bringing on board it's a nice simple
Everyday
bundle.
blend.
$45 for the bundle. I wanted to not kill anybody because I know a little bit about what this cigar has and the construction and whatnot. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is. It's clearly labeled. It's a short filler or a Cuban sandwich, if you will. Let's see who's on board with us already. Let me see here real quick so I can actually enhance that a little bit.
You can't see Heather Gessler?
Oh,
Mhm.
no, I couldn't. I'll be brutally honest. I wish I had new glasses. I don't. There we go. Hey, what's going on, Heather? And she's watching from one of the other ones that I'm not on. Now I see her right there. Okay. But so the long and short of it, I thought it would be kind of like cool, just to kind of like look at that and talk a little bit about all these different shows that are out there.
Are you Italian in any way?
A little bit.
You do a lot of this. Like there's a lot. They gotta get in.
It's a Cuban thing. We talk with our hands. Italians talk with their hands too. I did say Italians. I'm sorry. I did. Italians, not Italians.
Okay.
So I think I'm all over the place here. Again, the cigar. We're gonna smoke this. I'm thinking about bringing it on board into the website once it launches. On Monday morning, the website will be back to full operation. We'll be able to take orders and flip them and all that stuff. It's been crazy. A month of not having that done, but I think we're finally right there. So for $45 is going to be a friendly cigar for anybody who's looking, for the yardstick cigar, for the walking the dog, something that again, it's not bad, but it's a decent cigar. So you propose to, let's see how long the ash is. I got on one of these about a good 2-inch ash not too long ago.
That's the longest I've ever had too, but
So not bad for a short filler cigar that really doesn't say, "Wow, I am this or that." So
Okay.
I mean, I'm Irish and I talk with my hands. She's Irish. There you go. Thank you very much, Heather. I appreciate the love and the hand gestures. So, guys, let me begin with this. Mike, I know yesterday you and we went to visit a wonderful place called Smoke and Barrel.
Yep.
What were your thoughts, man? I know you ran into a fellow, I guess, a person who lived in your dad's neck of the wood or where you grew up.
Where I lived,
Mhm.
he lived in Maryland. We had good conversation. Reminisced about some of the places there, and we're glad we're not there dealing with the bullshit traffic.
Nice. What do you think about Smoke and Barrel?
It was good. It was a nice place. And it's not that far from my office.
You were saying it's about what, 20, 25 minutes? give or
Maybe,
take?
maybe.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Vintage old garage tire place. I was telling Seamus earlier about
like
that.
it already.
It's really nice. It's
They got good artwork and everything else in there.
it's in the heart of the little downtown district, the vintage district of Mount Holly, North Carolina. So if you guys are in the general area, definitely stop on by. The owner and one of the owners and managing partners, Carmen Cochleola. Carmen, just ask for Carmen. Oh God, he's gonna kill me. Is there Cochlea? I think it's
There's
Cochlea.
gonna be someone walking in. Hey, let me see
Cochleola.
Carmen Coca-Cola. Like, what?
Carmen, I'm sorry. I apologize about that. But
Leah Coca, who?
Yeah.
yeah, but great guy, very personable,
Oh,
very
he's
friendly, super welcoming. So if you're in the general area, definitely stop in and Smoke and Barrel. They are now officially carrying our kind of like cigars in there. So we worked out a deal. They're going to be calling it one of their house blends. I'm super excited that they were able to honor us with that. I mean, great price point. Believe it or not, actually, it's very nice, the price point out there. We believe that it's going to be a great marriage to a lot of folks looking for a decent, good cigar at a good price. and with a nice drink maybe after work or in a lunch hour or whatnot. But
They have a little bit of everything there.
and you said that they have a good bar selection.
They do.
That's nice.
Very
man.
good.
You take this off. Feeling a little warm already.
I was gonna say, what are you, cold?
I was outside with the dog, helping him. Okay, not either making or helping, neither one. I was out with the dog, so he would do his necessities, not making him do anything, and definitely not helping him do anything. What's going on, Scott? Thank you for watching, man. I tell you, man. Sometimes, yeah, I know,
Yeah.
it's not easy. I wish you would have been there with us, but as I was telling Seamus, I think that maybe one of these Saturdays after the show, we could just boom down there and hang out, and just the three of us enjoy the place. Maybe do a couple of quick, short little mini videos from down there, some pictures or whatever.
Yeah.
It'd just be a nice place.
Yeah.
Did you see anything that stuck out at you? Was like, wow, this is something that to me I like this place because of, or
I mean, it was your typical cigar lounge where you go in there, you talk to people, and nobody's a stranger. It was cool.
one of the things that I liked about it is that because it was an old mechanic shop that has the big roll-up windows or the big roll-up doors.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. When the weather's great, they can just roll that up and it's nice. It's good breeze, ventilation. It's instant right there. So again, if in Mount Holly, definitely go out there. I strongly suggest you guys, go there and talk to somebody. You're not gonna be a stranger there. Hola, Nili, ¿cómo está, mi amor? Todo lo mejor para mi gente latina. Que Dios me lo bendiga siempre. Thank you, everybody, in the Spanish community. I appreciate the support and the love. All the best to you guys. This past Wednesday, we had a great time and a great interview with two amazing guys. One, Robert Wright, the CEO of Pura Cigars. Bugsy Segal, which that's actually his real name. I was like, wow, that's interesting. Bugsy might be the little fun nickname, but they told us, their story, how they met, how they interacted. Robert, okay,
Good.
I have one more in there. I had to get it out. It works like that. You have to get them all out. Otherwise, they stay in there.
Sounds like a really bad cold start to a car.
Yeah. Robert said, 30 years in the industry. He worked for Camacho. I know that you like that because you're a big fan of Camachos.
I love the triple Maduro.
Oh, dude, you can't go wrong with a good triple Maduro. And the funny thing, he was there with Christian Aroa, the original owner, the Aroa family, before they were bought by Davidoff of Geneva, and he also went along with that transition. It was really, really nice to hear all that. So he's got a fantastic career. He's worked with CLE as well, Asylum Cigars. He's worked with Intercontinental, which goes way, way back, man. Swisher Tobacco, that they own Drew Estate. So his trajectory in the industry is really not just a little drop in the pond. It's a movement, Bugsy, one of the things that I think helped him was that he said that he's retired now, and this seemed to just fit like a ring to the finger when he was saying, I'm looking for somebody to help me do my distribution. Bugsy's New Hampshire, if I remember correctly, where he's at.
Correct.
So, and it's funny, when we did not know exactly, I think we had guessed that they were predominantly a northeastern regional cigar, which that seems to be the case. Robert's out of New York, Bugsy out of New Hampshire. So I'm excited also that on Monday, the portfolio that they have will be added to the Doña NOLI website. So if anybody's interested, price points were not bad from what they were talking about. I mean, you were heavily impressed with they do a
Gordo.
7, that big Gordo, the double Gordo, a 7 by 64 Maduro that they do, and it was like less than $4. What a great deal on that. I mean, so can't go wrong with that. I think that that a company, particularly a gentleman like that, who sort of approaches what he wants to bring to the market that way, and he's got the manufacturer, which happens to be Christian Aroa of CLE Cigars, making the cigars for him. That's a huge plus. So you're looking at a good tenure of knowledge in the industry. You're looking at a good company that manufactures your cigars. You're looking at a good distributor that's already basically dedicating all his time to that. So I think 3 segments that have worked really, really nicely for him. And yeah, he said something that was unique, and I wanted to get you guys' opinion on this. He said, "I'm growing organically." In your mind, when you're thinking about that, I mean, what do you guys think? Growing something organically, because we've done that with our show. I mean, not that kind of organic growth.
No. Continue, because I have an idea, but we'll talk about it at the end of the show.
You know, like when we've started this a long time ago, we would look at our numbers, and so we'd look at one show might have more numbers than the other. But one of the things that I've always said is, you know, we've got to do it organically, which means, you know, I'd rather have small numbers, but people who really are interested in watching the show, helping us promote it and share it, than, you know, than anything, you know, big numbers from the get-go, which eventually we are not big numbers, but we're there. We're averaging now some really good numbers. We've had shows that over 1,000 physical hard views. I think for Robert, we're well over 300 views already, which is not bad. I mean, and again, that's a good impact. That it's people who like that. They wanted to see the show and learn from that show, hopefully. So
that's the big thing, is there was a lot of knowledge, especially when we were talking with
Robert.
Well, not just Robert, but
Gabby or
Gabby,
Oscar.
Kathy, and Oscar.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude, those guys. And Oscar, if you guys remember, his family, 140 years in tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been handling the operations side of it in the United States for 11 years. So again, when you do those numbers, that is something as well. I like brand owners who approach it from a sense of, I guess, tradition, if you will, I guess family, I guess history. They're in it to create that legacy. You know, it's not like they don't want to be a flash in the pan. So by allying himself, and I'm referencing right now to Robert, with someone like Christian Aroa, whose family has been doing this since, you know, they left Cuba from, you know, Castro's regime. That's, you know, we're going decades, 40, 50, 60 years now since then. So that's really, really interesting. And again, that's part of organic growth as well.
Well, you also have to have a great product or a good product to put out.
And in our opinion, I think that little San Andres Maduro that we smoked, what do you guys think?
It's one of the better ones, yeah.
Some point. I mean, we liked it. So
we were talking about it after the show. It didn't. The flavor is kind of like an airplane, you know, rolling down the runway a little bit, and it picks up speed, and at the very end, just takes off straight up. You know, it's.
I'm the first one to drop. I was the first one to drop. You guys are coming in about 3/4, almost an inch right there. So I was the first one to ash. It's okay. Like I said, it's a little short filler. Feelings are not going to get hurt. I think this ends up being.
Body parts might get hurt if it's hot.
Yeah, that's true. But you know, I think it's going to be like $2 and a few pennies. That'll be the MSRP on it. So it's not
bad.
I'm not upset. Oh my God, I just ashed. Oh, you know, big deal.
I mean, it's not it doesn't have smacky around flavor.
No, but that's one of the things I was actually. And before we go back to the Wednesday show,
it's a decent flavor.
I was mentioning to Seamus earlier that what I had gotten was, and this is going to sound a little bit odd to you guys, but again, it's, you know, if anybody feels that this is something that you've experienced before, let me know. I was getting like a slightly overripe, orangey flavor profile, I think, on it, which I don't want to say that I was offended by that or, you know, opposed to that. There was a tanginess, but it was not a heavy one. I don't get any spice on the onset at all.
No, there's no pepper or anything in it.
But there's a little dryness too that I am picking up on that. Again, it's a decent cigar, I think, for the price point, MSRP wise, which I'm very happy about that. So not too crazy. I guess it's going to be on your budget, you know. So again, you know, I told you a little bit of what I got. I think it amps up a little bit also as we get into it, as you guys will get into it. but definitely don't hold back. So organic growth. What is your take on that, Seamus? When it sounds like maybe like the idea of distribution, do you think that he's pacing himself? Should he just maybe push harder? Is he doing it the right way? I mean, like I said, it's a regional cigar, so not a lot of folks know about it outside of where it's, I guess, no, it's New York, New Hampshire, a couple other places up there. So,
I mean, it's always good to start with a good base, right? So, with you around here, you've got Concord, you've got your cigars in, you've got Mount Holly now, and it's just a couple of spots.
Hamptonville and Statesville, we got now 4. So yes, sir.
So I think having a strong following,
locally,
is better than you trying to go all over the country, all over the world, too soon, because then if all of a sudden people lose interest or nobody likes it at all, then you're out with all that effort that you just put over here. And, just it's like trying to put fires out over here, a little over here, a little over here, a little over here. And then just, you just want to focus your main effort as close as possible, because you can do the deliveries yourself. And you don't have to worry about a massive logistics train trying to get the cigars to like California or whatever.
Well, here's
and you got people that are going to keep using your product.
Right. And here's one of the things that I'm looking at as well, and I'll utilize my experience with my products. I've gone to now officially 4 locations that are going to be carrying them. They're all basically within a half an hour to about 45 minutes from me. That also guarantees if that person has any issues, I can be there within an hour to hopefully resolve the issue, deal directly with it. Whatever they need, I can fulfill those needs very, very quickly, which I like that when it comes to organic growth. Eventually, God willing, we all want to grow to the point that, we don't need to be doing all that traveling, all that hustling, that, we're at a level that, as Robert did, he reached out to someone who could help distribute for him. So again, God willing, I would love to do that. I've said before that I'm willing to go out about maybe a good hour and a half, but I'm interested in going into Virginia this coming week if I can. I have some great connections up there, which that would again extend the drive time, but I still think it's something that's doable. Like you can go there and be back,
within a day.
Let's say I can be back home tonight. If I leave early morning, visit 1 or 2 locations, 3. By the time, depending upon where I'm at in Virginia, I can be back home, same day.
I mean, I went to Maryland and back in one day.
Yeah, there you go. So it's very, very doable. We have here, of course, my mom. Hola, Juniel, ¿cómo estás? Again, Lester, thank you for watching. Mi viejita, te quiero mucho. Gracias por estar mirando. A couple of things, everybody. We truly would appreciate it if you shared the video. It helps us to really distribute what we do a little bit more. I'm really interested in doing just to go back real quick, guys. I'm really interested in going to do the idea of a pre-recorded, like we did a few times, like last year. I think it was nice. There was no pressure of again running late or whatnot or anything. We just said, okay, we're gonna coordinate, and at this time and date we'll meet at the location. I'm looking to do that. I'll be able to edit some music, some fun stuff into it as well. That's sort of like what we did before. Like when you were traveling in Norway, we had we had a fun character of him. Anyways, so let us know also if that's something that you guys are okay with. I really was thinking about doing it today, our first one, but I said, you know what? Let's just maybe give someone a little bit more of a heads up, and then let you guys know that starting I think comfortably next Saturday, we're just gonna gauge a good time frame so that because you guys may have something that you hey, can we do it early? Can we do it later? And we can then just coordinate and we'll come here. We're gonna do a pre-recorded show. it gives me Sunday to do all the editing for it, and then I'll be.
But what day would you put it out?
Monday morning at 11. Because if you guys watch on, we have a little still shot picture that I use a lot. It says, Los Tres Maduros Mondays at 11. So I'm thinking it's already being advertised at 11, so it's a good time frame that I can, pump it in there and just put that out. And then I still continue doing the live shows Monday night and Wednesday evening for the three of us.
Yeah.
I think like that, it gives a little bit more of the diversity, a little bit more flexibility for our schedules. Mike and I were talking. I said, if I go back to working full time and whatnot, I need to look at how I can gauge us together, the three, doing it together at the same time. So I'm excited about that. I think it's gonna be a great idea. What's going on, Kerry? All the best to you, my man. Glad that you're watching. And as I was saying, please share this show. I truly appreciate that. Again, we don't do this. A lot of times, wow, to be like, the best guys out there. We just want to have, you guys have a good time with us. Maybe learn a little something. You're definitely into that inch on your cigar, and you're a little bit just shy or beyond it a little bit. We're smoking today a short filler. We're doing something that a lot of times you hear the short filler, the ash, the other day I smoked this guy and it had about a 2-inch ash on it.
Okay.
So Seamus proposed that we smoke this one. And, not bad. You're still good. So I was first. You're second. I got about maybe a half inch. You're an inch. Well, let's see how far you can go. Let's see how long you can take it. You're gonna win a hearty hug.
Can I do it?
And I rub my beard on you.
No. How about a Laurel and Hardy handshake?
There you go. That'll be good. So I hope you guys are just having a good week. This is Saturday, of course, the recap. We were talking earlier about Robert Wright, Bugsy Segal, and of course the cigars Pura Sol are going to be finally incorporated this Monday into our website, and we're going to launch that. So I'm very, very happy. The price point's very reasonable. We're going to have half boxes on the website and full boxes. So if anybody's ever interested in doing a full box split, we can definitely do that for you as well.
It's an affordable cigar, but it's not a cheap cigar.
No, there's not at all. You nailed it. I think the construction of that box press and the taste and just the flavor profiles.
That was a really enjoyable cigar.
That doesn't say cheap anything. I mean, if anything, to me, I thought the cigar is undervalued. I honestly, when I looked at that price, I think it's around $750 for that little Robusto. I could say, man, that cigar could be another $1 more, and nobody would ever be offended by that. So again, I thought that it was slightly undervalued, but I loved it.
It was a great cigar.
Hey, Bugsy, what's going on, man? Thank you very much. Hey,
Bugsy, just talking about you.
Exactly. It's funny. We were just talking about the cigar, the Robusto that we smoked. It's funny.
His ears must have been ringing.
Yeah, I tell you what. Based on the criteria, I honestly believe that it might even be slightly undervalued. It was just really such a tasty, well balanced, well crafted cigar. But again, listen, I'm not upset about that at all. I think it's sometimes when you do that, and Mike, you said this about me yesterday, and I want to say thank you very much publicly. Mike, when I was telling the guys about my Doña NOLI cigar at the new location in Mount Holly, Smoke and Barrel, definitely go down there if you're in the area. Mike said, well, you under promise. Oh, and over deliver. So okay, so you were,
but the cigar went out.
No, okay. But you were about an inch plus already. Yeah. So Mike, you're the winner. But still not bad. For a short full cigar, 1.5 inches on it. Can't go wrong with that. No. So
but you like to oversell, or
I do like to oversell a lot, hopefully.
It's backwards. It's you like to overdeliver. I don't remember how it goes now. It's
under sell and over deliver.
There we go. I couldn't remember how I said it.
One of the things that I was telling the gentleman that we were talking, I said, man, this cigar, and I said, this cigar is not great. There's nothing fantastic about the cigar. There's nothing amazing about it. This cigar is a good cigar. And you, the customer, if you tell me, man, it's better than good, it's then I nailed it. I'm happy. Yeah. I'm okay with that. At the end of the day, it has to be you, my customer. It has to be you, my client, that tells me the pros and cons. I don't want to tell you, oh, it's the greatest thing you've ever smoked. All of a sudden, your customers are now telling you this thing sucks. Yeah. And then you're going to call me and go, dude, it sucks. No, I'm going to tell you, it's a good cigar. It's well balanced. It's this, and this, but it is not all this other stuff. So at the end of the day, I think it's a fair assessment that if you come at your cigar that way, people will tell you all the good stuff about it. And Bugsy, like I said, we smoked that cigar here, and agreement was, man, rock on, man, solid
Very
smoke.
10s across the board.
Yeah, dude, exactly what he said. Very gay statement, but what he said. 10s across the board. No, you guys don't. You don't remember that? You remember? No, okay. That's just me. That was just me. I was having a flashback. I was just having a flashback. Paris is burning. For those who know what I'm talking about, Paris is burning. But we'll leave that in my yeah. No, just let it go. My sordid past just popped up. My sordid, weird past just popped up.
Did you crack your neck and have like a relapse?
Literally, I think I may have. Or I may have hit myself back here like, oh, great. Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm back.
Did you invent the flux capacitor?
I think so. The wrong way. The very wrong way. See, this is the stuff that happens, and folks, I tell you what, I don't think other shows do this. They may. I don't know, but I think that they may. Thank you very much, Bugsy. Bugsy, man, I'll tell you what, man. On behalf of all of us, man, we're totally in your debt. We definitely, when they come in, we'll smoke them. We'll give you guys all the props and shout outs that you definitely deserve.
Are you telling me we owe the mob now?
No mob. But Bugsy Segal, whether he's mob related or not, because he's Russian. I was blown away. He's like fucking, he's like, the hardcore.
A tequila drinking Russian.
I'll tell you what, if he ever takes up you ever see that movie with Viggo Mortensen that he wanted to infiltrate the Russian mafia, and he's got all these tattoos, they had the story is written on their body. I go, if Bugsy Segal ever does that, he's got Russian tattoos everywhere. I'm like, I'm running.
Usually that's the Japanese.
No, the Russians do it too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, it's not quite as ornate as the Yakuza, but they're supposed to, the Russian mafia. Again, I don't know because I'm not part of. I did see a movie once. And
everything in the movie is 100% correct.
100% correct. They have certain tattoos that tell you, your entry point into it, a little bit of your history, what you've done, what your rank is. Are you a lieutenant? Are you a soldier? All that stuff. It's interesting. Now, again, not that
I should be here Tuesday.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you. But again, Bugsy, if you're a mobster, God bless you. We love you. And, I don't ever want to owe you money. I'm just saying. So back to this. I remember when Netflix was the only streaming service, and if you didn't have the best bandwidth, Netflix was the movies were stopping.
It started out as they sent
DVDs.
DVDs.
Hey, listen, Netflix, I still have a few of those with me, so
they don't care anymore.
Yeah, I didn't return them.
Now you got Redbox.
Now we got Redbox. And Redbox is soon to, from what I was reading in a Wall Street article, they're soon to be jumping into the
streaming service.
The streaming service. I mean, again, it's not dumb.
Hopefully they got enough capital to
I hope so. There's a lot of other small streaming services that are started, and Hulu is not as was not as powerful as Netflix, but Hulu has come on strong.
But Netflix is the only one that has their own original.
Oh yeah, no. Netflix is a beast, man. Netflix is a beast.
Actually, I take that back. Amazon does their own stuff too.
What really got them was the mail delivery and the no late fees. That's what sank Blockbuster.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Oh yeah.
So the relation to this conversation right now is I've seen in the past year to 2 years an insane rise on blogs and cigar shows and cigar talks, and whether it's individual guys or not. And I remember back in the days, in my humble opinion, the pioneer to this, and again, he's still out there. You guys may or may not know this. It was Cigar Dave on talk radio. and he has been out there for years. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him, but Cigar Dave did a syndicated, or he still does a syndicated national talk show, which revolves around cigars, a little bit of politics, libations, beautiful things in life. So hey, babe, and so that is actually I think the pioneer. He was the first guy who did that. Soon thereafter, I started seeing reviewers, guys who were like bloggers, but they were like just more about, I'm gonna review a cigar. That's all I'm gonna do, and boom.
And now you see a lot of podcasts and stuff.
Yeah,
Just reviewing cigars.
Yeah, which again, I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing. I think that's cool. I'm treating what's happening right now, this boom of information, this boom of shows, as the same thing that right now. There's a ton of brand new channels out there. There's a ton of like streaming services out there. So it's up to you, to follow whichever ones you like, support the ones that you enjoy. Hopefully, we're one of those. I would hope so.
Yeah, basically everything's going a la carte. Everybody picks what channels they want to watch.
Yeah, and it's where we were at yesterday. The gentleman we spoke to, Ross, said, "Oh man, you guys are on at the same time as this other blogger." I said, "Well, the neat thing is that because YouTube, I think, has it's at a few hours or a 24-hour time frame to post, you can watch us on YouTube at your leisure.
Well, if you're also subscribed, you can watch it whenever the heck you want.
Whenever you want, exactly. So
you just get a notification when it shows up.
Do you remember a guy named Paul? He's a former Marine, works for Purple Heart Homes. He does construction, but I can't remember what exactly. But he's
Carol. Carol's watching.
Hey.
West.
Yeah.
Not east, west.
Anyway. But he's a regular at Marty's, and he's a friend of mine, and we were talking. He says, "Hey, do you know a guy? What's that guy? He had that cigar shop over down the street." And I was like, "Duncan?"
That guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
He did cigars for us for Purple Heart Homes and all that, and it was great. And I was like, we do a podcast, right? And a whole YouTube video, right? He's like, "No." So I was like, all right. I went on YouTube and I showed him the page. I was like, "Look, this is Los Tres Maduros. That's where you can look us up at." And I actually sent him a video, and I said, "Look, right below the video, you'll see the name and you see subscribe. Just hit that little thing, red subscribe button,
you go,
and you'll get all the notifications. Usually about 30 minutes."
Yeah, this actually, believe it or not, it's interesting. A good friend of mine, Kevin Shahan, who in my opinion is a guru when it comes to podcasting. The guy's an absolute genius and a beast. He's giving me some good hints. He said, what you do is you do a sort of like you reserve the time slot, and that's what it is today. Or you sort of schedule. You schedule it, and then it lets everybody know about 20 minutes ahead. But for example, I think if I'm out like a couple of days out, when I do it, it automatically sends everybody a splash on social media, and then I think every couple of days it does it again, and about 20 minutes out from the show, you get a thing. The neat part about it is you can actually click where they'll say send the reminder. So you click on that, and it'll remind you exactly. So it's really neat.
Well,
I like that.
Also, if you're subscribed, you will get as soon as you go on to YouTube.
Yeah.
Well,
you'll get a little notification.
Here's the thing about that
that you got new subscriptions.
If you are subscribed to a whole bunch of people, like I subscribe to a lot of motorcycle and car pages, stuff like that.
By the way, what do you think about that motorcycle cake?
I thought that was pretty awesome.
Again, because we have a softer side. We do. We're not just all rough and gruff. The
one they made out of chocolate.
Yes, dude, that was banging. I mean, this chef created a beautiful Harley-looking bike all out of cake. So, okay, continue. Sorry, I just got sidetracked.
Mark Kulik's old lady actually does cakes like that.
By the way, he doesn't mean like she's old. That's like
It's a biker thing.
Yeah, it's a biker thing. We love all women, old or young. We love them. They're awesome.
But anyway, if you're subscribed to a lot of
you don't have to explain
pages
everything
on YouTube or whatever, what'll happen is if you watch one page over another, you may still get a notification from like the lesser pages that
Right.
you watch. But if you don't have the bell, it might be like late. So if we send the notification out, hey, we're going to be going live in 30 minutes. If you don't have like the bell on or whatever, you
Right.
may not get that until a little later. until
Correct,
after you've been
correct.
watching it.
Correct.
So it is important that you hit the bell notification. and
Please. It's funny. I'm gonna just say it like this: we are officially monetized on our podcast, which I think, of course, we already moved beyond the time frame. But I'm always thanking our podcasters because they never get the whole show,
Mm.
and at some point, I think that I may try to gauge it so that we can do like a little insert of a commercial break, and then continue a second show to do the full capture, which I think that'd be kind of cool to do a full hour and then experiment and see how that podcast,
Yeah.
feedback will come back. But the neat thing is, we're monetized, and you guys are wondering probably how much money are we making? Loads. Officially, what did I scream out? $2.67.
So for the price of a cigar.
So for the price of less than for you can make one of these cigars, including tax and everything like that. You can and exactly for that price, that's what we're making, and not per episode. Let me just clarify
That's
that.
the total.
That's the sum total we've made over since I think we started podcasting a little bit after we did this. So in less than a year, we put together $2.67. We are racking it in.
We're all going to retire to Florida.
At some point, remember. So again, we're not doing this for the money. I mean,
No.
we're really, we'd love to eventually maybe one day say, wow,
Oh, yeah.
we are doing this for the money. But the fun thing is, we're doing this because you guys, for last year, the inspiration was so much garbage is going on. We wanted to just make you guys laugh a little bit. We've changed the dynamic over the past few months as well. We've tried to clean up the show a little bit, but the idea is still the same, man. Just have a good time, enjoy yourselves. It's like when you walk into a cigar shop, what do you see? Usually a few buds sitting down, enjoying a good cigar, talking all manner of stuff. That was the premise always,
Clean it up as much as you can for a Texan, a Cuban, and a biker.
Yeah, I mean, because let me tell you, I had a counter, and the Reverend told me, I can't. The clicker doesn't go any further. You blew up the clicker on your F-bombs. I was like, I'm sorry. So I broke a clicker that was counting off my F-bomb one time. So again, the idea has always been, just to really, like I said, if you watched even just this show, we have jumped all over the place. Fun topics, things that we talked about.
Checking it into that.
There's always going to be a little chakra, which is like, it's that little sound that we make when. Or not we, but me mostly make when I am.
Is that the sound you make when you get up in the morning?
No, it's like it's like when I cut my cigar, I go chagana, like that. Like I just cut that cigar. It's a cutting action.
You're gonna lose a pinky if you're not careful.
Because I'm always pinkies out. I'm always pinkies out, man. I had a buddy of mine that used to have that tattooed, pinkies out. He's like, hey, pinkies out, bitches. See, a little sauciness. There was a little sauciness. Nothing wrong with that. But I also want to let you guys know, because we are, I think we're already there. Well, we still got a little bit of time. Not this coming Wednesday. Not this one. So you guys got a little time. You can prep for this. You can get ready for this. I'm super duper stoked and excited to say we're going to have Fuad Kaushadi of Hiram and Solomon Cigars interviewing with us, talking to us. What a great cigar line. I know if you guys have smoked them in the past.
Yep.
I've smoked them.
The Napoleons are great.
Fuad, he adores those little Napoleons, man. So he is like
They work great if you're at a bar.
Exactly, and you're gonna go out 10, 15 minutes, boom, you can come right back inside and you had a great cigar,
Right.
And they're great. Like if you're in a bar, a buddy that, hey man, I didn't bring my cigars. He goes, dude, here you go, I got you. Go smoke this. You're gonna hug me later, kind of deal. Unless you're at that kind of bar, it may end up being more than a hug. Wrong bar. Not that kind of bar.
How many bars have you been to?
I've been to many bars in my life. In some bars, I've gotten hugs. In others, I've gotten drinks. Again, or a hug and a drink. So but we're gonna have Fuad Kaushadi with us. Super excited. I believe it falls on the 17th, which is not this coming Wednesday. The next Wednesday, we are gonna schedule it so everybody knows about it. Really, really happy about that, man.
17th, that's correct.
Yeah, 17. Okay, good. You got like the working calendar in your head. How do you do that? That's
Well,
awesome.
I know Sunday is the 14th.
The
Is
14th.
Valentine's Day. So
Yes.
3 days after.
What are we doing for Valentine's Day, guys?
I
Are we
mean-
doing anything special, the three of us?
Not the three of us.
Not the three of us. I just wanted to
I'm
throw
gonna
out
wash my motorcycle.
there and hug it. Say, I love you so much. Anyways, yeah, I've seen enough of your posts to know that as much as you love Ali, I think, Ali, you know, the bike was first.
I told her day one, I was like, I love you, but I love my motorcycle a little more.
The motorcycle was
That's also a biker thing.
Yeah.
What's going on, Derek, Renee, man? Listen, everybody, thank you for watching. I can never, I mean, we can never say thank you enough to you guys. Please share the show. It's the way that we put it out there for everybody on Facebook, on YouTube. We're on Twitch. We're on Periscope. If I could throw any more in there, I would, you know, as a matter of fact. But we're always happy to be able to come together as friends. The idea today was to do the first of our pre-recorded shows. But I said, you know what? I really haven't promoted that. I haven't talked enough about that. So I'm going to take today and then Monday and Wednesday, make sure that everybody is aware that on the following Saturday, they're not going to see us because we're going to be doing the recorded show. I mean, we may do like something like a 2-3 minute little quick pump out there. So everybody knows, hey guys, we're here for you, but we're in the middle of this and like that, they'll know. But but I think that's going to be a fun take. We had a lot of huge success. It's funny, I did some backtracking, and when we were doing those pre-recorded shows, we had like hundreds of views on them, and I was like, wow. I mean, it's not like we were like naked or anything like that on it.
Thank God.
Really, we were not. Just we were. Hey. No, okay. Anyways, thank God. No nudity. I mean, it's like one of us might possibly be able to work it out, and then two, or just Mike, you would be the only one that could work it. I'm just saying, I'm throwing out Mike because Mike is luscious. Mike, I mean, he's got the knowledge on what was that grinder thing that he's got like expert knowledge on grinder. I mean,
What the hell are you talking about?
there was a conversation, and I mean, listen, he's the one that you know, and the guy looked at him like, no, I don't know.
There is no audio, so no proof.
No, there's not. There was none. There's none. We have a witness to it. If I can ever get the witness in here, Mike will be like running for the door. He's like, no,
I just don't really care.
So, yeah, you know, it'd be hilarious if I could put this show on Grindr. We'd have everybody in the gay community like, we love those guys. We love those guys.
It would get interesting.
It would be too interesting, I think. But hey, God bless you all. I love everybody, so I don't mess with anybody. But I love you all. That would be hilarious. I think I would pee my pants. All of our mail-in and subscribers, people sending us weird pictures. What is that guy doing? I don't know. But apparently there's like a swing involved, and we're not talking about the park swing.
What's your email address that I can go to?
Yeah, no. It'll be good.
Maybe you can paint that.
No. I'm about to choke right now. I can't take these guys. I'm sorry. I should never have said anything about Grindr. I should just. I mean, hell, that even beat that. That trumps my my chubby Cuban fans only page. You know, dude. I tell you what. It's funny. I saw a clip the other day, and please somebody chime in on this if you want to. This female porn star has made over $1 million on the fans only website, right? Selling her bath water.
Yeah.
People buy weird shit.
Are we like in the wrong business? I mean,
somebody got really sick because they drank it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know. I was like in the hospital. It's not what I thought it would be like. Oh, that came out really at the wrong appropriate.
And how much did this set you back?
Yeah, it's like $6.99. Sorry. Well, you know, again, you know, it wasn't me. It was. But dude, I'm telling you, this woman made $1 million. Who wants to drink your dirty bodily fluid stuff water? It's nasty. Or even smell. Oh God, I can't even. It's just the thing. You know, I saw her picture. She wasn't really.
So we're smoking a short.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing that. Thank you.
Mine's
Thank
kind
you.
of exploded here.
El Buen Puro.
El buen puro. Yeah, which means
I gotta roll something there, don't I?
treat it like burro, you know.
It's that fucking R, isn't it?
Okay. Jesus, God, don't be so angry towards the R. It's like, what did the R ever do to you? Just maybe like, you're still Irish. Irish, have a lot of R's. I listen, by the way, I'm going to plug this kid here. Whether.
Wow, okay.
Okay, no.
That's illegal.
I had to come in late for this crap.
That came out the. I'm about to talk about this young man. You guys are really not good influences. I'm just saying, you guys. You know what I mean? Like plugging a product. I'm about to plug a product. I'm about to talk about it. Okay, anyway.
Continue.
The young man's name is Jack Spencer. And although he's not a financial advisor and he's not one of these like stockbroker guys, he does a really, really great YouTube channel. Jack Spencer, look him up on YouTube. Fantastic kid. As a matter of fact, thanks to him, I've actually made a little bit of money over the past week. I made $70 on penny stocks.
Hey.
There you go.
I mean, like literally, he put me onto a few things just by watching his videos, and he's hilarious. Behind him is a full bar. Like, he's Irish. I mean, I love this kid. He's like, and he does his research. He does a really concise, solid YouTube talk. So if you guys are ever interested in maybe just looking into Robinhood, Webull, the stock market, those kind of
Not
things.
a big fan.
I'll tell you what, man. I have been dabbling in it for a while, and
Did you buy any GameStop stocks?
yeah, no, never.
You know what GameStop is right now?
Yeah, it's garbage.
$68.
Yeah, it's garbage. It was called a short squeeze. What they did is the entire market, they put it out there, and they hustled it social media wise so heavy that people were buying it. I mean, now
drove it up to $400 and some odd dollars.
Now here's the thing: those who participated in that buildup, they made money.
Mm-hmm.
They made.
Well, it depends on if they got out or not.
Now, the smart ones, they tried to do the same thing with AMC stock,
the movie company, which they got confused with AMC, the car company.
Yes, so that's interesting in and of itself. So, but this young man, literally, he's someone that I'm hunting because he said, "Don't." I mean, he literally does the research. He puts it out there, and I think he's very refreshing and honest because he says, "I'm not a stock analyst. I'm not an investor." But he does it, I think, for the fun of it. And he opened up his portfolio. This kid started at the beginning of, I think, last year or somewhere in there with 15,000. He's now at 100,000. So, again, he seems to know what he's doing. So, thank you, Jack Spencer. I made $70 in 1 week. So, on penny stocks, of all things. Like, stuff that's $1 to $2.
Yeah, I mean, that's how Wolf of Wall Street started.
Yeah, exactly. One of the greatest damn movies I've ever seen of all time. I absolutely love.
Not fucking leaving.
Dude, I'm telling you, I love when. I'm not gonna go into some of the lewd stuff, but when his little buddy is doing that thing, when he sees that girl. Oh, never mind. Anyways, Wolf of Wall Street, you gotta see it again. If you don't, again, if you're not into stocks, great, not a problem. If you kind of like want to watch some cool videos, Jack Spencer on YouTube. Let him know that you saw, his name dropped on our show, which again, it may or may not give us anything. So who the heck knows? Let me get this thing out of here. That's that. We're about 5 minutes out. Guys, overall, the cigar.
I mean, it's not, knock your socks off or anything.
No, but just hit it. I mean, like flavors.
There isn't much.
Okay,
in my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, it's a decent smoke though.
Airflow. I mean, are you having troubles?
Well, I mean, mine kind of exploded a little bit.
Airflow. Are you getting any trouble pulling?
Only when you get a hole in the side of it.
Okay. Well, there you go. You over there?
It's a decent cigar. This is something I'd smoke if I'm down in the shop working on an engine. If I'm out and doing yard work, something like that. Something I don't want to like.
That if you had to drop it, put it out, or whatever, it wouldn't matter.
Like, I'm not going to worry about it, rolling off my bench and hitting the ground.
Right.
It's
or running it over with the lawnmower.
Well, yeah, it's fertilizer. But like what Mike said, It's very simple notes, maybe a little bit of nuttiness, or light wood.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Yeah.
But on the wrapper, before I lit it, I was just smelling the wrapper, and it did have that little bit of like tangerine sort of, like if you were to take
like
orange, the
smell?
rind of an orange, and just squeeze the rind
and
itself,
that
and you get
aroma
a little
or
bit
something.
of,
Yep. Did you get that?
No.
Which
that's
again,
that's just from smelling the wrapper. That wasn't in the smoke.
I like the fact that Mike came at it really aggressively, because that's what I expect also. We're going to be bringing this into the website again. Keep in mind, I think that there should always be a nice plethora of different prices and different cigars for anybody and everybody. For example, I know there's guys out there that they're not going to spend a lot of money. I mean, I've literally had guys walk into my shop and say, "What do you got for $1?" I'm like, "Oh my God, I've got nothing for $1." So at most they might spend like $2 on a cigar.
Well, they're looking for the flavored White Owl.
No.
Ones.
Believe it or not, well, yes and no. I've had some old timers and some people that really just, I don't want to say they're cheap. I really don't. I think that's wrong, but they're accustomed to having smoked all their life a set price point cigar that. I think this, in comparison to like a White Owl or Black and Mild, this is a better cigar. If you're gonna do apples to apples, this is a better apple than this one.
But then again, if there's someone that doesn't smoke, I mean, you, me, Mike, we smoke every day.
Yeah, that's
usually
true.
More than one a day.
Oh God, yeah.
So if there's somebody that smokes one a month or a couple times a year, they're not going to want to spend $9, $10, $11 on a smoke. Then they're going to maybe smoke for 45 minutes and then put it down.
Right.
So this is it's a decent cigar.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shop cigar. I think you nailed it with it. This is like,
you can smoke on this, put it down, go do something else, come back, and
like if you got like a mechanic shop or a bike shop and you have a little humidor somewhere and you just want to toss these in there, dude. I mean, I think that no one will ever be upset if one of them gets messed up or not. You're like, okay, I just grab another one and keep going.
Right.
They're gonna run,
and they'll help keep the humidity right in your.
I mean, exactly. They're gonna run for about $45, so it's not
for a bundle. For a bundle, not one.
No. It'll be a 20-count bundle, so it's like it ends up being like $2 and pennies, like literally $2 and pennies. So it's not a bad price point. I haven't had a flare up or like a bust out. Mike, I know you had. It's sort of fixing itself. It's fixing itself. Mild, uber mild. Like if you see this, you're like, oh, it's not a heavy flavor.
It's a little bit stronger than a cigarette.
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely. Yeah, don't inhale. If you want to inhale it, have at it. But I've got almost like a simple, easy one-noter on this one, which is not too bad, and I do enjoy at least something that I was telling Seamus what I got the other day. Kind of, I liked it a little bit for either of all things a Fanta, because of the oranginess of it. I also said maybe a Shock Top, a Blue Moon, or something that's got almost like orange infused,
citrusy flavor.
I think that would work well if you wanted to do a pairing. I wouldn't go beyond anything like microbrews or
I wouldn't go with like a whiskey.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Like
you don't want to do
beer.
Any kind of hard
like
liquor with this.
Ale.
Yeah,
probably.
Keep it on the lighter side of things. I think that would work out. That would work out.
I mean, you take this on a camping trip with a bunch of people.
Yeah,
and that'd be it.
What's going on, Richard? Hey, Luis Javier, ¿cómo estás? Todo lo mejor para ti. Thank you to everybody. And again, going back to bathwater, Heather said, "Dudes, that's disgusting bathwater." Hey, Heather, she made over $1 million. Who would think it? I have no idea.
People pay money for the strangest things.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's fans only. I'm still somewhere in my devious, evil mind. I'm debating whether I should ever do a fat hairy Cuban on a pole for fans only. I don't know. Maybe that'll never come to pass. But again, if she made $1 million, God bless her. God bless her. There's people out there for everything. Hell, not me though. You know, it's crazy.
I mean, yeah, there was that one celebrity who made $2 million off of it.
There was a famous, I think her name is Jocelyn Enriquez. She was, and don't anybody judge here. She was in Hip Hop Atlanta or whatever that show was. So she had been a stripper,
Yeah.
and when she did one of her shows, stripper shows, again due to her fan base or notoriety from that show, they said they had to help her out with garbage bags full of money, like literally, like garbage, like multiple.
The black.
Yeah,
black
I mean,
ones.
I was like, wow, that is something, dude. Well, if you can do that, God bless it. God bless it. I probably threw $1 at her or something or other, maybe. That's all I could afford, $1. But
You
anyways,
make it hail?
dude, I got pennies. I was like, shh. And she's like, what the hell is this? Pennies, dance. So yeah, no, Jesus Christ, oh man, help us all. Subscribe, please subscribe. Help us out. We're at $2.67. So the big money is rolling in, guys. What can I tell you? There's also, of course, on Teespring, Los Tres Maduros. It is our full line of merchandise, and it is growing by leaps and bounds. We have a lot of t-shirts. We have a lot of artwork. We have gaiters. We have all kinds of stuff. We even have now a nice beach towel as well that I designed and put out there. So
is it your face on it?
Yes, so you can sit on my face if that is your choice, Mike. I'm just saying, Mike brought it up. He opens the door. I'm gonna go right through it. So there you go. No, it's not my face on it, Mikey. What the hell is wrong with you?
So subscribe before we get canceled.
Yes, please. Anything parting last words there, big guy?
I was actually thinking, how many, like, if I was gonna roll like 1 or 2 cigars,
Okay.
how many plants do you think that would take?
Plants like tobacco plants?
Mhm.
Yes.
No, it's just leaves.
Like it obviously it's just the leaves, but
You could get.
Okay, so I know
what
what
a
he's
few
not-
cigars out of one plant.
Okay, so I think I know what he's talking about. So for the construction of the cigar, good question. So let me break it down like this. Basically, what type of leaves go into the construction of a cigar for a finished product? Well, you're looking at, depending upon what it is, obviously, for example, the wrapper, Connecticut wrapper, you're going to be picking a little bit higher up on the plant, So it's not the ligero, and it's not the tiempo, the medio tiempo, which are the strongest, heaviest. It's more right below that. So it's not the tip, it's right below that. Beautiful, nice, long leaves as well, and they're tender. So when they're finished and ready to go, that's going to be your wrapper. Then you have your biso and your seco, which are generally middle of the plant. And again, that comes from different plants. So you could be saying, well, I want to have some Corojo. I want to have some Colorado. I want to have some different tobacco plants. But in this case, let's just utilize the structure of the plant. Your filler binders will come predominantly from the middle. And if you're going to use ligero, it'll come from the top. The ligero will be dead center, and that's going to keep that hot cherry, and that's going to keep that cigar from burning, wonky. Actually, it's not going to burning wonky. It's going to make sure that the cigar burns and burns correctly. When you're using broadleaf, the bottom one, that's also going to be on the outside as well. So it's an interesting dichotomy. You can use a little bit of the top for the outside wrapper. You can also use the bottom leaf for the outside wrapper. In broadleaf, I love it because it's a very heavy, very oily, very thick leaf that takes a lot longer to get to where it needs to be. But once it's utilized, it's a delicious, heavier flavor profile on that. So you're looking, realistically speaking, on any particular blend, what they call as countries of origin also, you may have 3 or 4 different regions or 3 or 4 different countries, or you could just do a puro. A puro, when you hear the terminology, means everything from that cigar came from one country only, including the manufacturing. So the fact that this is called El Buen Puro, I think that they're only saying that, because puro is also a Spanish reference to cigar. Not that they're saying that it's all from one country of origin. This is actually Nicaraguan, so it could be. It could be also all one country of origin. But the average amount of leaves, you're looking at between 6, 8 leaves, give or take.
Because I'm worried about the apocalypse, and if there's
well,
never like if all the cigar manufacturers shut down, we can't get cigars ever again. And I wanted to start like a very small, like a window garden.
He was talking about that yesterday.
Yeah.
You need quite a bit of. I'd say, if you got 5 to 10 acres, that should be the minimum.
Wow. Okay.
Literally 5 to 10 acres, because it's by the pound. When all of that is finally ready to be utilized, you've lost quite a bit of material also in that process.
Just from like the rolling process.
Yeah, I mean, I think out of 1 ton, you're gonna lose maybe, I don't want to say 2/3, but let's say half of that.
Wow.
So basically, to get to what you want to use, because it's by the pound of good quality usable tobacco.
So don't go out of business, because I
don't go out of
don't have
business.
room for that.
Don't do that. But your dad's got some land back there. Maybe we can take maybe an acre. Maybe an acre to just have some fun. Do you know how many seeds you can fit in a spoon of tobacco seeds?
A few hundred, about 1,000.
What do you think?
10.
10, yeah. 10,000 is the average, per spoon.
Yeah, because I've actually seen a picture of it. They're real small.
Very, very small. Very, very small. So, last parting words for anybody, Seamus?
Smoke good cigars and ride motorcycles.
2 great things.
Yeah.
Mikey, anything you want to throw back?
Just try and do right by other people.
I like that. Have hope. Have hope.
Really?
We had a deep discussion on this. We'll leave that for another day. But have hope. We hope you have a nice day. We hope you're well. Anyways, my parting words is, as always, guys, smoke well, because we do. God bless you all. Take care. Thank you so much. Let's see if I can do this right. There it is.